For 20 years, it has been Rising Tide Capital's mission to transform lives and communities through entrepreneurship. With over 10,000 entrepreneurs in 16 states and counting, every 3 days, a Rising Tide entrepreneur opens a new business.
Rising Tide Capital, happy 20th birthday!
Alpha is with Rising Tide Capital, an organization that helps struggling mom and pop entrepreneurs get loans, run their businesses, and improve their profit margins.
We have these graduate entrepreneurs. We're building social capital between them. And these are working adults. These are parents.
Our mission is to transform lives and communities through entrepreneurship. Individuals, families, your cousin, your friend, your neighbor, the people that live around you.
Early on, it became obvious that what we had was needed other places.
Many Martin Luther King streets in the U.S. have a tendency to be situated in economically challenged areas.
There are many, many, many Martin Luther King boulevards across the country, and the stories about them should be so different and will be so different someday.
The truth that if you want to change the world, you have to start where you stand meant that we had to start here. This is the place where this work needs to happen, and the fact that it's happening here matters.
We've had a gradual rising tide of prosperity throughout our entire country. A rising tide lifts all the boats.
We decided that we were going to focus on business education and coaching and consulting, and we created the Community Business Academy.
So many beautiful stories out of CBA. You see our entrepreneurs contracting with each other, purchasing from one another, giving to one another, showing up at each other's events. Connection and community is the thing that makes us win as humans.
I was able to grow my business after taking a class at Rising Tide. All of those things that I learned, I compiled them all together, and I created a sold-out show to where I did another show the very next day. The thriving community starts in the class, but it continues, and it really takes off when you graduate.
2019, I was only a year after graduating from Rising Tide, and I put myself into the pitch competition. I basically was just like nervous to death, but they all rallied around me. It's like, listen, you're here, you're gonna make it. It just always feel like everyone is cheering for one another.
We come from a household of entrepreneurs, myself, my wife, my son, who's also a child actor, and I would say my dog's an entrepreneur. It's just in her bloodline. Being part of the Rising Tide family as an entrepreneur, it helped in so many ways because of the resources. Now I manage a team. I have systems and processes in place, and of course, the people.
So Rising Tide, for me, has been about empowerment. It's feeling empowered as a woman-owned business to have the tools, resources to grow and to thrive, not just survive, but thrive. The fact that I am actually here in Medellin filming this interview, it's really special too. Organizations like Rising Tide help me get here. My goal is to bring people to Colombia to explore the culinary scene here. Super proud of the partnerships that I've built, the people I've met along the way. Amazing.
To the team of Rising Tide Capital, you are all phenomenal. Shady J in the back, I see Shady J.
When I started on the journey with Rising Tide Capital, for me, it was an experiment in transition and a desire to want to do something that was closer to social change and was in my own community. How can I actually make a difference on the ground?
We are in our 20th year, and my mother and the mother of the co-founder of this organization are graduating in just a few days from CBA.
It means so much to me because you have no idea how hard it is to have a goal for your life and want to meet it, and just don't have the tools or the key to be able to turn in the door to cross across the threshold. But now I know I have that, and I'm grateful. I love you. Thank you so much.
I love you too. The actual mindset shift and the approval, you did it. It is the most accessible, and empowering and agency exercise available to everyone across the planet.
Just yesterday, we passed the budget. It's on the governor's desk. And we passed the budget to give Rising Tide Capital to promote and to fulfill their mission. $1 million in the budget. We secured $1 million in this year's budget because I believe in Rising Tide Capital's mission. I believe in entrepreneurship. We have to continuously fight so that our black and browns can stand, can thrive, can create generational wealth.
There is no too small or too large investment because this is about tomorrow. It's about our future. It's about the rising and future tide of America. You give to that, because who wouldn't?
Join our movement to build inclusive communities of resilient entrepreneurs, catalyzing a thriving and sustainable economy for all. Contact us at risingtidecapital.org.